So, we had people at home. We had technical difficulties on my end, but now we're here. So let's go with it. Hollie Jaye. I should have a teleprompter, Hollie Jaye, but I don't. You're the Dean of Education and Teacher Programs at the City Colleges of Chicago.
Yes, I am, Mr.
What?
Sims. Oh,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
and in
Welcome.
addition to that, also the Senior Advisor to the Provost, which is part of what we're going to be discussing today with the lab schools.
See, and that's what I had you on because I was like, I just got hip to this and my kids have been grown. And so I was like, I don't know about these child programs. So tell us a little about, because they're grown. What are the City College of Chicago's child development laboratory schools?
Absolutely. So we have 5 centers across the city, which are at 5 of our CCC campuses. So Daly, Kennedy King, Olive Harvey, Malcolm X, and Truman College. And we have the opportunity to help and learn, teach 2 through 5-year-olds.
And it's excellent because I started school in 1967, grammar school, and I was not ready for grammar school. And it never made, I just went downhill from there. From 67 to 80, I was like toast, done with education. So these programs, I really believe that people should have, like when I had children, they went to preschool, but I never heard of these type of programs. So who is this program for? What type of child, what ages, blah, 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 blah. Go right ahead.
Yes, absolutely. So we service 2 through 5-year-olds. And in addition to that, we also provide resources and programming for the families. So what I always tell people is, as a parent myself, you're kind of going on this journey, trying to figure out all these different pieces. So you have a safe, wonderful place for your child to learn, as well as we're able to help and support the family. So not only the mom and dad, grandpa, uncle, whoever's in that household, we're going to support if they're interested in going back to school, if they're interested in purchasing a house. Like, we're going to provide all the resources we possibly can to help the families flourish, which will then positively impact that child that we have in our classes.
So I want to know, this is like a great program, but why? Okay, do you have enough spots for everybody? That's what I'm trying to get at. You have enough spots for
So
everybody?
we are currently enrolling. Of course, once people generally get in the program, they do not leave. But we are currently enrolling students. So if somebody's interested, they can go to the Chicago Ready to Learn website, pick one of our city colleges sites, and start the process there.
So what prevents a parent from, because some people, they put their children, I say children in a local daycare or something or some other program. So if they live relatively close to a city college of Chicago, this looks like a better deal.
Yeah, so I don't want to discard, the ones that are necessarily in their community. What I will say is we service CCC students as well as community members. So we have some people that will move throughout the city and still stay at that CCC lab school campus that they started off with. We've had generations that have attended, mom has went, grandma went, and now the child goes. So it's actually wonderful to be able to build those bridges and relationships with families over decades.
I remember when my children went to grammar school, I think with the 90s, I can't remember. And so the point that I was like, the principal said, parents, you are going back to school. And I nearly fainted. I fell out because is it too much for some parents? It's like, I love my children, but it's a hell of a commitment to do the right thing and make sure your child goes through this education process quite well, successfully. So how much do parents have to be involved? That's what I'm saying.
So what's interesting is we really meet the parents where they're at. So totally understanding that people have, a life outside. What we try to do is really meet them where they're at to kind of help them establish their goals as well as their family's goals. And we support them from there. So whether it's going back to school, maybe getting a certification, it ranges. So what we really try to do is to be there for the families, parents, as well as the children, to make sure that each individual within that household is successful toward the goals they're trying to meet.
And this is an everyday program, Saturday program. What is it?
Generally Monday through Friday. We are a year-round program. Of course, we do have breaks, during certain holidays, but we do run year-round. No weekends, though.
I say that because when you're a parent, you got to be committed. And some people, I'm really committed. Then if they fall off, and I say that because I was reading the website and everything. I was saying you're trying to get your child ready for school. Not just throw them in there 5 years old. You can't do that. I mean, it's been okay. Back in my day, you probably could, but not because I have a brother's a year behind me. And that's when they started like what do they call it? not preschool. What do they call the thing? I'm getting old.
Head Start?
Head Start. Ding, 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 ding,
Mhm.
ding, ding. Head Start. I didn't get Head Start. It probably ruined me. So just finish the show real quick. Just tell the people how to find this program and how to get involved.
Absolutely. So feel free to visit the City Colleges of Chicago website. Type in lab schools. At the bottom of that website, you will see an interest form. You can let us know which campus you're interested in, and we will have somebody contact you on next steps. Again, we're happy to kind of meet parents where they are. We understand that life has its ups and downs, and we're here to make sure that you and your child and the individuals in your household are ready for that next step.
So be not afraid, call, and you're going to hold the parent's hand and walk them through this process, right?
Yes, because what I always tell people is being in the early childhood realm, you have the opportunity to work with somebody's most valuable item. Somebody's child is their end all be all. And we take that with great seriousness and great pride. So know that we're going to take care of your child, educate them, and also support you in your parental journey along the way.
Hollie Jaye, you're wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great one.